Here's the corner in my garage. I'm going to show you how to make the cheapest corner wall shelves. Here's a list of everything to do in order there. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a level and a pencil, and you just place where you want your shelf, and you look at the level bubble and you draw a line and you go around. The second thing I did was I got my tape measure, and you measure 40 and 3/8, 31 and 5/8. After we measure our wall, I just went and marked on the plywood the dimensions that we just measured. The next thing we're going to do is we mark all the stud locations. I just have unfinished wall here, so it's easy to see. If your wall is finished, all you have to do is get a magnet and you can find the locations of the studs. After we mark our stud locations, we measure our furring strips. And what I did was glue them together, and then I cut them into 3-inch lengths. They're glued together. It's a furring strip. The absolute cheapest method is to use a 2x4 and to send it through your table saw and cut it right in half. I don't have that capability yet, but if you do, that is the absolute cheapest way. After we measure all our wood, then we cut all of our wood, and like I said, these furring strips we're going to cut in 3-inch lengths and have them glued together. And the plywood, you cut a sheet off your full piece, and then I used a string line to snap a line diagonally across, and you cut the wood diagonal. As you can see, I already pre-drilled the holes in my furring strips, and I put a screw through them, okay? So this is a 3-inch screw. I also numbered all of these. This one is number 7, and you see this one is number 5. So I numbered each one where they go on the wall, and I also numbered the wall. And I put an underline which way is up on the number. I aligned this top portion with the line that we drew right where the stud is, and then I take a hammer and I hit it, and it pokes a little hole right in the wall. Where that hole is that's poked in the wall, you're going to want to pre-drill that with your drill. I already went through and I tapped all these. I'll go ahead and tap one real fast. Here's number 1. I line it up with the line, and I take my hammer and I tap it in. We got a hole there. Now we know to pre-drill it. On this end one here, I just used one of those drywall anchors right there and there. Just like that. It actually sits. I didn't think it would sit. I didn't think it would sit without falling. I'm just going to hit it with one nail on each one on the left side. And those were 1.5-inch nails. Next I'm going to pre-drill 1 screw for each of these. Now we can just screw all these screws in. I got this far and I really wasn't happy with, I have a gap here. I don't have support at the very ends. So this is kind of flimsy here. I put some drywall anchors because there's no stud at the very ends. You kind of want something there. So I added drywall anchors, so I'm going to secure another small block of wood on each end. And then I'm going to just use the nails to nail the wood into the ends. Feels a lot sturdier now. I'm gonna tap some nails into the ends just. I need my earplugs, jeez. I've put these pieces in. I'm pretty happy with it right now. The last thing I'm going to do on this one is I cut a furring strip. I'm going to put it on the front just like this, and I'm going to nail it in. I can just see my kids doing pull-ups on this, so that's why I'm going to put this extra support. It doesn't need it unless somebody's going to be doing pull-ups on it. I pre-drilled 4 holes for these screws. I didn't put one in the middle. This will kind of help keep this pulled in. So these are the shelves. Pretty sturdy. I'm going to do a little close-up on exactly how I did these and explain. See all these gaps is, you know, a lot of people, it's just easier. Somebody has to just make less cuts, but look at how much less wood that we use. But all those gaps is where, you know, we're not using wood. And if you need this to hold more weight, I don't, but you could slap on another furring strip either underneath or right in front here. And even drill it. If you put another one on the front, you could drill it into the wall there where there is a stud, and that would hold a lot of weight too. And if you really want to hold a ton of weight, then yeah, you use 2x4s. I don't need to hold a ton of weight. I just need to hold knee pads and elbow pads and all that other junk.